Thank you so much, guys, for joining to our meeting. So I would like to start telling you the name of my presentation. So it's going to be meeting the demand for ethical and behavior in our businesses. So I also like to start by letting you know consumers, investors, and governments are being alarmed by the rising demand for ethical conduct in the commercial world. It is also crucial to stress that business do not have to give up their competitiveness in order to improve their ethical behavior. They're able to keep a balance between ethics and competition by employing a number of tactics. So we also have, let me just move the presentation. Okay, there you go. We also have this very important part about adopting codes of ethics. So, as you're seeing right now, clear the guidelines, moral principles, and building trust are three of the main ones. So, I'm gonna keep working and teaching you that information as well. So, as I was telling you, first and foremost, it is crucial to develop clear and comprehensive codes of ethics. These codes outline the values and guiding principles of the organization and serve as a foundation for moral decision making. I think all employees must have access to these codes, and the organization as a whole must encourage awareness and adherence. Let's also move forward to our second presentation. Okay, we have now the fostering an ethical culture. So as you can see here, and as I'm gonna keep letting you know and explaining and making an explanation for it. So it's gonna be inclusive environment, collaborative mindset, and transparency and accountability. So as I was mentioning you, the application of a code of ethics alone is very important. However, it's insufficient for me. So companies must foster an ethical culture where morality is encouraged at all the organizational levels. So employees must get ethical training and an atmosphere must be created where they feel free to report improper activity by making ethical practices a core component of the business is considerably aided by fostering this ethical culture. Let's go to our fourth slide. So also prioritizing moral decision making. So we have here three parts: reflect and question, evaluate consequences, and seek advice. So for reflect and question, reflect of ethical dilemmas and question whether proposed actions align with moral principles. We also have the evaluate consequences, so weigh the potential consequences of the decision on stakeholders and also in both positive and negative. We also have seek advice, so consult colleagues, mentors, or ethics committees to gain different perspective and complex issues. So likewise, it is crucial to upload businesses ethics to make moral choices, how I previously advised. So even when they are challenging or expensive, maybe yeah, when they're challenging these details carefully, maybe as a sign a decision possible with possible advantages against its potential drawbacks for the environment, so workers or customers will be affected. If making the correct choice in the long run means foregoing short terms revenues, businesses must be willing to do so. Okay, I'll go to my fifth slide. Okay, so as you can see here, we have some promoting transparency characteristics or maybe information. So we have the open communication that is maybe for me encourage open and honest communication to foster trust and promote ethical behavior. We have also whistleblower protection. So this one is very important just because implement policies that protect whistleblowers who expose unethical practices within the company. We also have here the accounting and reporting. So establish rigorous accounting and reporting systems to ensure transparency in financial transactions. So just moving forward, I think trust in corporate ethics is mostly based on transparency. So concerning their environmental, social, and governance activities, business must be transparent and honest. So with customers, with shareholders, and governments is part of this. As is the public disclosure of policies and procedures, building a solid ethical reputation depends on being able to address the queries and worries of these stakeholders. Additionally, spending money on sustainability has significant effects on the community and the environment, as you can know. So, in addition to improving employee working conditions, maybe throughout donations, maybe throughout volunteer work and corporate social responsibility initiatives, businesses can implement sustainability projects for solidifying their ethical commitment. So moving forward with our slides, we have one of the one of the more important parts. So we have investing in sustainability, just as I previously mentioned. So we have environmental stewardship, we have also social responsibility and long-term thinking. So as you can see there, we have some description of our parts. So the first one will be commit to sustainable practices, reducing carbon, footprint, and preserving natural resources. This one is very important. We also have social responsibility, and is by supporting social causes. So as I just mentioned, so contribute to local communities and foster positive social impact. We have also embraced a long-term perspective that balances economic growth with social and environmental well-being. Well, so moving forward, I think the adoption of codes of ethics and the promotion of an ethical culture and the making of ethical decisions in promotion and transparency and investing in sustainability and collaboration with others are all ways that business can increase their ethical practices without compromising their competitiveness. And also business can uphold their values that maybe are better positioned to forge lasting bonds with their clients. So investors and society are large, are huge. So the values of ethics in business is becoming more and more clear for us. So let's go forward with one of our last slides. So we have here collaborating with others. So I decided to put here industry alliances, partnership and supply chain, and community engagement. So by joining industry alliances to collectively address ethical challenges and develop best practices, we also have collaborate with partners and suppliers who share similar ethical values and standards. So this is to gain like more maybe views from our customers and more audiences. Also in regards to the community engagement, so engage with local communities, supporting projects and initiatives that bring about positive changes. And just as our final slide, we have the Brexit information that I know you've been learning about this topic. I know you've been very into it. Just a quick reminder, just a quick information about it. So it's about the influence of culture on decisions in the Brexit case, basically. So the Brexit case serves as a powerful reminder of how cultural factors can shape decisions with far-reaching consequences, impacting political, economic, and social landscapes. So it's a very good example for us to continue with this presentation. I just like to invite you to keep learning about this information and about these topics. It has been a pleasure for me to keep working on it, to keep learning on it. I also like to invite you, if you have any other question, maybe any other information you want to add to this, it will be perfect. It will be precious. I really appreciate your time. Really appreciate your information as well. As I already told before, it has been a pleasure for me to work in this English class, just because I have learned a lot of, and I hope you can learn too through this presentation and through my speech. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and that's it. So thank you so much for watching and for asking.